The audio commentary. It's a dying art form, but here at One Track Mind, I, your wonky yet affable host Ryan Luis Rodriguez, analyze film through the prism of these embryonic forms of podcasting, one audio commentary at a time. Masterpieces, crapster pieces, live action, animation, cult classics, films literally no one has ever heard of. No track is too small, and no track is too big. Join me and my guests from the entertainment world as we keep these features alive every other Tuesday. Hey, who else is going to discuss Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey one week and Citizen Kane the next? Us, that's who. Sure, you have to put up with my voice, but there's a certain give and take in this industry. That's One Track Mind, part of the Someone's Favorite Productions family, and available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, this is Chris Haskell from They Live by Film. For those that don't know us, Adam, Zach, and I, we built a podcast over the last 2 years that's a combination of film discussion from 3 very different perspectives, as well as industry interviews with the leaders in boutique Blu-ray and 4K community. We started with Dev Crocodile, but over time we've been lucky enough to speak with Arrow Video, Severin, Mondo Macabro, Vinegar Syndrome, Radiance, Indicator, most of the OCN partner labels. It's been a blast. You can find us wherever you podcast, and also actually recently as part of Someone's Favorite Production Podcast Network. We hope to see you online.
I'm Chris Stashu.
And I'm Trevor Gumbel.
And we're the hosts of On Seagal, a podcast where we talk about only Steven Seagal movies all the time. Not all the time, but once a month. So if you're here on this episode, you're going to be listening to us talk about a little film that you probably have never heard of until today. Came out in 2016, along with 1, 2, 3 other Steven Seagal films, which is, as you will come to find out if you listen to our show, not as surprising as it may sound that Steven Seagal releases multiple films a year, given how much he's in them. And actually, I'm going to walk that comment back. Steven Seagal has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies that came out in 2016. This is one of them. That movie is End of a Gun.
In my life, nothing ever happens for the reasons you might think.
Come down from me!
Hey, what? Come with me. Come back.
He's got a gun!
That's trouble right there. Trouble always comes in a small black dress, always.
Long night, huh?
Sorry about your boyfriend.
Lieutenant said you used to be a cop back in the States.
Something like that.
Ronnie had a lot of money stashed away. Could you get it for me?
What are you talking about?
Cash. They're bad people. Technically, it's not stealing.
It's kind of stealing. I can make this happen.
You don't have a plan, do you?
Yeah, my plan is to go get the money.
Get down!
We're rich.
Yeah.
Get my money, one way or another.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking for a man and a woman. He looks like a cop, she looks like a stripper. I want the money.
Is she all right?
For now.
Please help me. They're gonna kill me.
I got your back.
You think you'll show?
Yeah. You could have walked away with the money.
I'm not all about the money. I'm all about the honor.
You've got balls.
Thank you for noticing that.
So that film is directed by Keone Waxman, who, yes, we have talked about on this show before.
Twice, I believe?
Yeah, and
Voice
probably
worthy?
we'll be talking about him more, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, we will.
And it stars one and only Mr. Steven Seagal playing, yet again, a one-named character of Decker. And what is Decker up to? Well, he's a federal agent, and he's hanging out with this woman. I honestly had no idea what was going on in this movie. Did you? I was one of the there were things happening, and the dude from Cartels was in this movie, essentially playing the same character from Cartels. That actor being Florin Piersic Jr., who I guess we should just refer to him as that one very Eastern European actor.
Evil guy, yeah. And he's playing the most generic of generic villains, man.
I mean, he was playing the most generic of generic villains in Cartels. I think his character in that movie was called El Tiburon, the shark.
Well, I think it's more the screenwriter's fault than his fault, because they wrote him just like by the book checklist fucking drug cartel villain. First of all, the credits start off like the 70s cop show.
Right, it's very strange. The whole movie is tonally very weird. The music that they use. So this is like a mid-aughts action movie that was on a Redbox. Like, it's a Redbox movie. So just take that into account. If you see the cover of the movie, you know what kind of movie you're getting into. And it opens with the least generic of generic music. It makes no sense.
He's like driving around, I believe it's France.
Sure, but it looks like Romania.
Well, anyway,
It looks like Romania, where they shot the movie.
He gets a phone call. From this one. Decker, I've been trying to reach you. I think they're trying to make him like he's this like attractive sex symbol, like wanted, like all the women want him and shit like that. Anyway, he's in the city. He sees this woman getting like slapped around by her boyfriend. And of course, what does the boyfriend do when Seagal interjects? He tries to fight him. How many hits does he get on Seagal? 0.
What does Seagal do? Seagal shoots him in the head. Seagal fucking kills this guy in like broad daylight in the middle of Paris, supposedly.
And something that really kind of shocked me that they, they actually had an investigator on that. He was actually still there when the cops came. Usually when he kills a guy in a film, they just drives away and nothing's said of it. This time he actually has to, atone for his actions or whatever. So they're like, you need to come down to the scene to give your statement. You have to sign this saying blah, 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 blah. So he said, I'm not going to sign that.
Oh boy, we're in full whisper mode, Seagal, in this movie.
No, we're in whisper, and he goes in and out of this like urban accent.
I don't know, man. What you talking about, man? It's that like whack shit.
I don't know what you talking about, man.
It's very weird.
New Orleans street urban, like
it is what a robot thinks people of the streets talk like. He's like, hey man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about. It's offensive. It is what it is.
It's borderline. Yeah.
It's borderline offensive.
Yeah, I know.
But he goes in and out of it, though.
Know what he's going for. And yeah, that's not great.
But he goes in and out of the accent through the whole film.
Yeah, when he's not doing the accent, he's whisper talking, which is not intimidating. Like, what's weird is, again, Seagal is an intimidating guy. I'm not saying like he's a big guy, he's like a fat guy, which is, obvious, the joke everybody uses. But he's a big dude. Like, he's still an intimidating guy. I don't understand why.
The way he carries himself.
Whispers. Yeah, except he's whispering. It's like, come on. He's been doing it this whole time, but when he really dials it up, it's insufferable. It really is. It really is.
Well, so after he speaks to the cops, he meets up he talks to the girl. The girl tells him that the car's been impounded since it's evidence, basically. The girl tells him, I need to get that car back. There is $2 million in cash hidden in the trunk. If you help me get the car, I will give you 10%. And the way she convinces him, pussy.
Yeah. She's like, I'll suck your dick real good. And he's like, all right.
No. And it's like, and there's a thankfully very short love scene.
Boy, that's part of my contract, dude. I gotta share the screen with Steven Seagal's naked body. Hold me closer, leather daddy. Like, leather as in the color of his skin is leather-like.
Thankfully, they don't show much. It's like a brief thing, and then it's over. And it just sounds to me like this was a Seagal, like, I gotta have a love scene with this woman to show so much of a man I am. how desirable I am.
He's very desirable. Keone Waxman said that this is a very different Steven Seagal movie than Killing Salazar, which was Cartels, the movie that we have watched. And it's he said that Steven in suits being chased by cool French bad guys, like an Elmore Leonard story.
Oh, that's offensive to Elmore
Steven and
Leonard.
Jade Ewan are a great crime film couple on a double-crossing heist.
Oh my God.
Florin Piersic Jr. from Killing Salazar chasing after them. Simple and cool story this time around. You know what? I'll give Keone Waxman credit.
Have you ever wanted to dive deeper into the horror movies you love? Beyond the Blood is a horror podcast for fans who want more than just surface level screams. We do deep dives into the movies that shaped us, digging into director commentaries, behind the scenes stories, deleted scenes, and the special features that most people skip. Each episode is a love letter to the genre. We break down how these films were made, the creative risks that paid off or didn't, and the lasting impact they've had on the genre as a whole. From 70s slashers to modern nightmares, we celebrate the craft, chaos, and characters that keep us coming back. If you're the kind of fan who rewatches movies with the commentary on, or you simply grew up in the video store horror aisle, the Beyond the Blood podcast was made for you. New episodes every single week. Subscribe, and let's dig deep. Welcome to the Beyond the Blood podcast.
Attempts to hype up his own movies. Is he successful?
No.
The moment you start the movie, you'll find the answer out, because
This didn't anger me. It's not like offensively bad. It was just kind of mediocre. It just was like boiler. It's like everything. I could tell every twist or everything that was going to happen is like so predictable.
Twist.
Quote unquote. So let's talk about the villain.
Let's. Florin Piersic Jr.
Is this the only way the man gets work is to work with Keone Waxman? Because he's just kind of, he's not a very threatening villain to me.
You know what's insane? He shot this movie after he shot Cartels, but this movie came out before that movie. Did they just shoot these all in like one afternoon? They're just like, we've got a hotel in Romania. All right, we'll do that movie there. We've got...
Hey, Seagal, what are you doing Saturday?
Yeah, the streets of Romania. All right, we'll do the pickups of Steven out in the world. His body double will be the rest because, oh yeah, by the way, once again, Steven Seagal body double through half of the movie. The other half of the movie, he's fucking sitting down in a car. Mm-hmm. So as we've gone further backwards, we have noticed that this is becoming more apparent, but lessened because the newer movies have it really badly. But we're getting to the point in these movies where Seagal is starting to sit down more often than not, and it's so lazy.
I mean, he only has what, 1-2 fight scenes in the whole film?
If you want to call them fight scenes. Again, if Red Letter Media is talking about Bruce Willis doing it more recently, Steven Seagal created the model through which you could do this.
For over 2 decades, he's been doing this shit.
Right. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time. He's been making these direct-to-video movies with some dude in Eastern Europe or wherever. I was born in it. I was made in it. The Patriot is the first Seagal direct-to-video movie, and that's like 1999.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Like, I think we brought this up when we did the Under Siege with Vern, that I remember seeing it in the video store on VHS of all things.
Yeah.
Like, he was doing shit in the VHS era.
Yeah, that's my point. And so, like, for them to be like, oh, I'm so surprised Bruce Willis is doing it, like, it's more surprising that it's Bruce Willis, but similarly to Seagal, he was a 90s action star who has fallen. His stock has fallen so hard. I mean, Seagal has fallen pretty hard.
Another difference is I can see Bruce Willis making a comeback because we know Bruce Willis can give a good performance.
I would contend Steven Seagal can give a good performance too, with the right script and the right director.
Under Siege.
You've seen it in Under Siege, and I mean, yeah, is he amazing in those movies?
And we keep bringing it up. I keep bringing it up. He just needs to have a sense of humor about himself.
Well, yeah, but that's good luck.
He needs to be able to laugh.
Well, yeah, but he's the same guy that wasn't in The Expendables. He's the guy who said no to The Expendables. Of all people,
I thought Stallone said no to him.
No, Seagal was like, well, if they ask me, I don't work with funny people. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but he does the Onion movie. What the fuck?
Look, Steven Seagal is an idiosyncratic guy, clearly. Weird guy who knows what he likes and what he doesn't like. So good for him.
Look at Machete. That was I could argue that was kind of a satire.
Yeah, but does he know it's satire?
I don't fucking know. he probably thought Cockpuncher was a real film.
I mean, when you look at something like this, which is, again, essentially a made-for-TV movie. I mean, this could have shown on, those movies that show on Sci-Fi. This is the equivalent of that for action movies. There's no action movie channel.
I don't remember many, profanities in the film.
What profanities? This movie's rated PG, essentially. Does this movie even have a rating? Does it have to have a rating if it's released on streaming and on?
Yeah, that's a good point. Does it
have to?
No, it doesn't. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
This is the kind of movie that ends up on Pluto TV or Tubi TV. What's sad about this movie is there is so little going on in this movie that it has run into other movies that we have talked about in plot. Like the fact that this movie has Florian Piercing Jr. in it as the villain, just like Cartels did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure if you played Cartels and End of a Gun together in the same day, if you played them for me and asked me, tell me which movie this was in, I'm not sure I'd be able to tell you.
Let's be.
This movie and Cartels, it could have been the same goddamn character.
Yeah, they're indistinguishable from each other.
He's playing himself. He played himself in China Salesman. He played himself in this movie. He played himself in Cartels. He's playing this guy who just can't be bothered to give a shit, is what it is.
Unless you tell me what his character is, I will just assume it's the same fucking character from every other film he's done.
He's a former something that was really good at martial arts. Like former gangster, former FBI agent, former DEA agent. I mean, shit, even in Under Siege, he's, ex-Navy SEALs or whatever, but he's a cook now.
But in Under Siege, it looked like he was having fun with the role.
I mean, here's the thing. If you're getting paid most of the film's budget to sit and do nothing, you really have to enjoy yourself?
Well, here's the thing. He needs a good villain to play off of.
Just giving him more credit than he deserves. I think Steven Seagal may genuinely just be doing this for the money.
Well, duh.
No, but that's it. I don't even know if he cares about the artistic integrity of the pieces or anymore, or what he's trying to bring to the role. I don't know.
He knows that he can put in less than 5% of a shit and still get his money.
Yeah.
And they'll still consider it good enough because that's just how it works.
And he's the bottom of this curve of people. Bruce Willis is somewhere near the top, but Steven Seagal is near the bottom of these people.
I'm not saying Stallone and Schwarzenegger are the best actors.
But even they direct to DVD movies.
Yeah, but they actually give a performance.
Did you see that Schwarzenegger movie with Jackie Chan where he's in it for 5 minutes?
What, are you talking about Around the World in 80 Days?
No, The Man in the Iron Mask that came out 2 years ago.
No, I didn't.
Right? Yeah. There's my point. I'm not sure actors we like aren't above it. It's just, this is just so...
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is that Schwarzenegger actually gives a little effort.
He was in Terminator Dark Fate, though.
Okay, now you just punch low, dude.
Punch low, but I'm also punching true, dude.
I saw that fucking thing in the theater, and I was pissed when they shot John Connor.
Look, Steven Seagal has perfected the art of making red box movies, and there must be people watching them because there are people continuing to make them.
They won't make them unless you rent them, unless
somebody's laundering money.
Well, let's not start a conspiracy theory here.
I mean, hey, look, when you get to the point with these movies where you cannot tell them apart, there is a problem. And the only thing that I can remember from Cartels that sets it apart from End of a Gun is it has George St. Pierre in it, but it still has Florian Piercing Jr. as the villain.
When you watch a film, usually you get a different vibe from the film, a different feeling from the film. When I watch these films, I feel the same fucking thing. I get the same fucking vibe.
They're the same movie in a lot of ways. They look the same. They're probably shot in the same city in Romania. And look, it's one thing to try to fool the audience once, but trying to fool us over and over again that these movies are taking place in an Eastern European city that's not in far Eastern Europe. This doesn't look like France.
Does it even matter to talk about what the film is about?
Well, that's the thing. What is the movie about? It's about yet another character trying to get money. And
the other people that are after him.
Right, and there's nothing to it. Cartels had more of a plot. It was kind of a ripoff of Smokin' Aces, right?
Yeah.
Right, it was they're in the hotel and they're protecting this guy. This movie's just, they're coming after Seagal because Seagal's going after money. Okay, that's the entire plot. And then he gets double-crossed in the last 5 minutes. And that's where they're like, oh, by the way, that's why this movie is what it's called. Because we get a Steven Seagal narration at the end that's like, but if life is about the people that you love and the loved ones, and if you don't remember that people matter, then you're gonna find you're living at the end of a gun.
Dude, and the narration was so inconsistent. They're trying to one of the funniest lines in the film, one of his first narrations is, trouble always comes to me with great legs and a black dress. I'm like, what do you think you're fucking
a noir?
What do you
Leonard,
think?
bro.
Yeah, what do you think you're a Mickey Spillane character?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Yes, he does. What's wild, what's actually wild to me about all of this stuff? The people that write these movies don't even understand how to make these movies fun. Like this movie could be terrible, right? But
at least it could be fun.
It's not even like this is just a genuinely kind of boring movie.
Yeah, it's not offensively bad.
No, it's just kind of boring.
I would at least have something to talk about, but this movie is just fucking mediocre.
It's honestly what's surprising to me is what it feels like more than anything else. It feels like a bunch of other pieces of other movies that they just kind of jammed into this.
Oh, you thought like a Godfrey Ho film?
Well, it's like, we've got a little, Florian Purescu is here. We're using him for cartels. You want to be in this movie, and we'll just kind of make this movie out of the parts of the other movie. Like, I don't know. Tell me that this movie and End of Gun weren't shot at the same time, and I'll believe
I can't.
Right?
Yeah,
it feels like they were. Like, all right, we're done for the day on Cartels, or we're doing a week where it's End of Gun and Cartels every other day. Like, tell me that wasn't happening.
Yeah. It's...
And that movie's better. Cartels is a much better movie, and it's still not great. Ultimately.
No, but at least it's entertaining. At least I got some entertainment out of it. This one, I was just like,
point.
This is so by the book, man.
Yeah, it's shockingly boring.
There's nothing new. There's nothing surprising about it. We know she's going to fucking double cross him in the end.
Right.
We know she's like, we're going to work with the villain to get to him. We know that she's going to fucking get it in the end, and he's going to go off with the money to a different place.
Yeah.
Like, and what was it? Key West he wanted to go?
Right, well, they showed him in Key West. He went to Key West, and then they showed a shot of him, like, driving his car with, like, the most stock-looking fucking palm trees in the background. And he's, like, in this little car, and there's, like, palm trees and shit. I was like, oh, this is Key West, huh? I'm surprised it wasn't the sign that he drove by that said, welcome to Key West. Welcome to Key West.
Tell you what, though, the most interesting person of the film was the guy he was working with that got him to the tickets to Key West.
Oh.
I thought he was at least somewhat interesting.
That actor's got a great name, Ovidiu Niculescu.
That's a sexy name right there.
He's worked in a lot of, he's worked on some Steven Seagal movies and a lot of other films with Eastern European names, which I will not attempt to pronounce. But given his name is Ovidiu Niculescu, I can assume you probably guess where he's from. What about Alexander Nguyen, who's playing the character Pee-wee, an Asian man wearing a cowboy hat?
Which for no other purpose than to think it's quirky to have a character wearing a cowboy hat. That's
Take off the fucking hat. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's really weird.
It reminds me of that scene in UHF where one of the guys that works at the station that RJ owns is wearing a cowboy hat with like a raccoon tail at the back. And RJ tells him, take that ridiculous thing off. And he just takes off his mustache.
This movie genuinely went by like that. Like I was watching it and then it was over. Do you know what I mean? I
was looking at the time, like hour 26 minutes. I'm thinking, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. It has a great line though. The guy goes, you've got balls. And Steven Seagal goes, thanks for noticing that. My girl here, she knows for a fact. Like, oh, gross, bro.
I was like, I hope he doesn't say something stupid like, yeah, they were balls deep in your girlfriend last night.
Right, but he pretty much did.
But he pretty much does. I'm like, he's not going to say it, is he? And he says something to that effect.
Of course.
But I would expect Seagal to say, when he says, you got big balls, I expect him to say, yeah, they were deep in your girlfriend last night.
I was expecting him to just go, I've got balls of steel.
Wouldn't he make just the most fucking boring Duke Nukem?
Isn't he kind of Duke Nukem-esque in the person that he is?
Yeah, but he's not as...
Duke Nukem without the charisma.
Yeah, basically. He's like, I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck. When he's just walking and not pointing it at somebody, he always holds a gun the same way, like this.
He always holds himself like that and everything. His hands in front of him. Yeah, and the gun's like hidden. But oh my God.
I think he thinks he's holding himself very stoically, like
Yeah. Oh yeah. He thinks he looks so fucking cool.
He doesn't. He looks like an idiot.
But he thinks he looks cool. He thinks he looks really cool, which is why he talks really low, which is why he holds his hand that way, and which is why this movie is in the Walmart dollar. Because that is where you would find this movie.
I can't even say that I hate this movie because there's not really anything to hate.
What is there to hate? It's such a non-movie.
It is by the books, by paint by numbers, mediocre, what you expect from a direct-to-video shit. It is nothing like Keone was expecting. Like Elmore Leonard, for fuck's sake.
That, you know what that strikes me of? That's like that Tommy Wiseau quote where it's like, with the power of Tennessee Williams, like, right.
Dude, and it's like, I'm like, Elmore Leonard, dude, get shorty, this is not.
Yeah, this is get shitty is what this is.
Oh, now you're talking about like Roger Ebert quotes. Now you're
I gotta give one. I mean, come on.
All right, you gotta give one.
These movies are so unfun that this is not even fun. Like, this movie is so goddamn boring. And
here's my Joel Seagal-esque review of the film. End of a gun? You'd have to put me at the end of a gun to get me to watch this again.
Yeah. This movie is the first movie I can say without a doubt that, like, even though I had my issue with China Salesman, which you did, which is the fact that
the movie is
3 hours long.
Mm-hmm. But at least he gave us shit to talk about.
Yeah, like
this one's giving us nothing.
Yeah, this movie's really this movie. You can skip this movie. This movie does not deserve to exist, and the fact that it does exist,
it's bad.
Is surprising.
It's just boring. It's just.
What didn't they say in Cartels that they needed to say in this movie? Because it feels like this movie and Cartels exist at the same time, but one of them doesn't need to exist. This one is the one.
We're scheduled for so and so much days of shooting. Oh, we finished early. Do you guys just want to make another one?
That's what it feels like. Like, it's such an at times there doesn't even feel like there is a script.
It feels like the screenwriters just pounded this out within a day or so.
Yeah.
This is so fucking just.
Or just, like I said, cobbled together disparate parts of other scripts.
This is stitch work, man. This is pure stitch work.
It's not good.
Of better films, of more original films, and it's not even trying. And that, you know what, in a way, that's kind of the worst kind of film, is that it doesn't even try.
Yeah. No, it does. You have all of this money to film a movie. You have Steven Seagal, and this is the best that you can do, and you rest on your laurels thinking that this is good or that this is enough. It's not, and it's unfortunate because just because it's, and this is the thing, just because it's direct to video or direct to streaming doesn't mean it needs to be bad. We've seen plenty of direct to streaming stuff now, which is the equivalent of direct to video in this day and age, that are getting nominated for Oscars. They're getting nominated for Oscars and winning and all kinds of stuff. And you're going to tell me that you can't be bothered to make something entertaining with Steven Seagal?
This is what I will say about the pandemic. It's changed the game.
Streaming changed the game, though. Streaming made stuff like this seem irrelevant because why are you making stuff this bad when other people can make stuff much better with a lesser budget?
Dude, there are films nominated for Oscars this year that were streaming.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Best Picture Oscars.
I know. That's my point. Like, and then you have stuff like this where it's like, what? I guess there is somebody out there who wants and likes End of a Gun, but I can't believe anybody would sit down, watch this movie, and say, "Yeah, this was a good movie."
This was bad.
Again, this is really bad. Like, this is the movie we were worried about watching. I think I can speak for both of us in that respect. Like, this is what we were worried about running into.
We were worried about running into the film that just is cliche to every fucking step.
Cliche to what people believe these kinds of movies are.
When we say Seagal doesn't try anymore, this is the fucking kind of movie we're talking about.
Yeah, like the fucking, the stereotype, the case zero. This is what you would point to.
Keone Waxman just kind of massages that in him. Because he lets him do whatever he fucking wants. He's like, I have Seagal. What am I going to do? Argue with him? You know, he lets him get away with it.
Then you lose your golden goose.
And Keone Waxman, like, Seagal's the only reason I'm getting a movie made.
That is the reality here. Is these movies don't get made without someone like Seagal or Bruce Willis or whoever. Whoever they are in the time that they're making movies like these, the people that are the sole star of the movie is the only reason these movies are getting made. So in the 90s, it was Armand Assante and Jeff Fahey. Yeah, and now it's Seagal and Bruce Willis. But look, movies like this have been made forever. They were being made in the 70s and 80s and 90s. But when you see someone who is making big movies beforehand, making stuff like this, it's unfortunate. I mean, even Nick Cage has made stuff like this. I mean, nobody's above it.
But the thing with Asante and Fahey is that some of their stuff was actually really good. They actually tried.
We haven't watched all these yet. Well,
with Nick Cage is like, he kind of goes back and forth from streaming to theatrical.
He just does whatever the fuck he wants.
And I kind of respect him for that, because I kind of like that about him.
I've come around on Nick Cage, but Nick Cage has done movies just like the stuff Seagal's. I mean, that Left Behind movie.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, it's real bad.
I watched parts. Wait, maybe I did see the whole thing in parts and just don't remember.
It's real bad. It's bad. It's bad the same way this movie's bad. Like, it's that same kind of like, who's making this? Where's the money coming from? Who wanted this? Who is making these movies and who is watching them? Like, are these turning? Are you talking about this
or Left Behind?
I'm talking about these kinds of movies.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Left Behind basically. Christian films make money.
Sure.
Unfortunately, this one didn't. Left Behind was kind of a failure at the box office.
Do you think these kinds of movies make money?
The Steven Seagal films?
Yeah.
There's got to be someone watching them because they keep making them.
Would agree, and Lionsgate keeps fucking releasing them.
Lionsgate doesn't seem to have a gauge of good or bad, because they seem to release anything.
They kind of do. They release a lot of really weird really weird CGI stuff in the United States too.
They can release some of the best horror films or whatever in that, then they can release the biggest pieces of shit. Lionsgate is such a cup game.
Trailer for a Pinocchio movie that's being released by Lionsgate, and Pauly Shore is Pinocchio. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, who wants this? Lionsgate? Who has been asking for this? They just produce they release anything, I guess. Lionsgate's wild, man. They will just release whatever.
I got nothing against Pauly Shore. I like Pauly Shore. What is this saying about the Steven Seagal film that we're already talking about other shit?
I don't know what to tell you. This movie's really bad.
It's got nothing, man. It's got nothing. It gives us nothing. That's another sad thing. It gives us nothing to say.
That's my point. It's like not even fun to talk about because it's just not a fun movie. It's just
no, it's not a fun movie. It's
boring.
just
fucking boring.
It's white noise.
You would be better off watching literally anything else. This is the first time I have watched a movie where by the end of it I went, I've seen this before. You are better off like this. Again, like I've already said, this movie practically doesn't exist given that there's another movie with the fucking villain played by the same guy that's better than this one. And it came out after this one. Like, that movie came out after this one, but was shot before this one because they mentioned in the press for this movie that Florian Piersig Jr. was in that movie. And yet they made this movie. They made this movie and that movie was already made. What? That's insanity. Think about that. They made this movie after having made Cartels.
At least with the other films we watched, there was something that we were like, there's something we could say like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, there's nothing fun here. There's nothing to clown on. The only thing you can clown on is Steven Seagal's narration, which we've already clowned on, and Jade Ewan's getting shot at the end of the movie is so CGI shit.
The sound she makes when they shoot her in the head.
I know. It's so whack. This movie's ending. You think like, oh my God, like, oh, he's going to get his.
There was a part where I actually laughed. There was a part in the film where I actually laughed. It was the scene where he's going against the guards at the impound lot to get the car, and he just fucking throws one off a ledge. You see him fall.
Yeah.
He gets up. The guy's fine.
Steven Seagal doesn't kill people in these movies anymore, don't you remember?
Oh, God.
That was a thing for a while.
Because he's a man of peace, remember? Until we get to Steven Seagal, what's it called? Steven Seagal Lawman.
Yeah, this, I'm going to ask you ponytail yes or ponytail no, Trevor, but I think our answer is the same here.
This is a minus ponytail no.
So bad.
This is
actually,
bad.
You know what, again, it's not even bad. It's just like, I don't understand its point of existing.
It's
there's
blah.
Another movie that's just...
It is fucking blah.
Yep.
It's, I used to think that Keanu Waxman had potential because the first one we watched of his was actually pretty decent. As a Seagal film, it was actually not bad. There was some entertaining shit in it. And I thought, okay, maybe
that's later Keanu Waxman. He's technically gotten better.
Yeah, well, I mean, he needs
he's gotten better.
Thank God. I really want to see a great Steven Seagal film.
Well, you got to watch those original ones, which is why we didn't do the show with us just starting with the original movies, because it would be just us talking about how bad these movies are. Because I get the distinct feeling distinct feeling there are going to be more of these kinds of movies.
But to be honest with you, we've given positive reviews to some of his later films.
Yeah, Attrition was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only one that we really got pissed about was China Salesman. Okay. Mm-mm. Before we stop talking about the film, what the fuck was up with the head guy where you never see his face and the voice is obviously ADR'd? That's never resolved. We don't know who the fuck he is. Huh?
You talking about Vargas?
Yeah, where you never see his face and the voice is clearly ADR'd.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, is this a mystery what his face is going to be? Is this going to be like a twist? No, the movie just ends. They don't even mention Vargas again. I'm like, we still have Vargas could still come after him, but I don't care.
I love it. It's so lazy.
God, even Dr. Claw had resolution.
So with both of us, Ponytail No, on the next episode of On Seagal, we're going to be talking about 1997's final Steven Seagal theatrical release of his initial theatrical kind of career, Fire Down Below, where he plays an EPA agent in rural America. And there's a lot of country western singers in that movie, including the villain played by Chris Christopherson. It's a weird movie. It's a good movie though, and it's got Harry Dean Stanton in it.
Harry Dean Stanton's always awesome.
So that's what we'll be talking about on the next episode. Until then, where can people find you, Trevor?
You can find me on Twitter at Bad Vertigo and Instagram at the same. You can also find me from time to time on the Culture Cast with my co-host Chris Dashu here. And again, also from time to time, you can find me on the projection booth with Mike White. So yeah, that's about all you can find me now. So Chris, where can people find you?
Find me at cstashu.com, cstachiw.com. That's my link tree for all the stuff that I work on. So CultureCast, Scary Stories We Tell, all that good stuff is there. As for this show, find us on Seagal and on Twitter and Facebook, but we don't really post there. We just post a show because that's what we like doing, is talking about the movies, not updating social media. But, if there was new Steven Seagal social media stuff, we might share it, but also, there's no new news other than semi-embarrassing stuff that we would probably rather not talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So on that note, make sure to check out the next episode.